Hey everyone, I am responding to the assassination attempt yesterday because I sense that energy is weird, nerves are high, and I want to be able to address this collectively so that we can raise our own personal vibrations and raise the vibration of the planet. I very rarely get political in my groups. I'm here to serve people on kind of all political spectrums and that's something actually a core value that I have is that despite different perspectives, we can all enter into spiritual work together. However, I do think assassination attempts sort of demand a little bit more public response, and so that's what I'm doing now. So you know what? It doesn't matter it does matter, but for the purposes of what we're talking about today, it doesn't matter whether you're a Trump fan and not a Trump fan. I'm going to come down on the side of assassination attempts and killing people is wrong. And that's really all there is to it for my personal values. So I've seen so many unspiritual responses from spiritual people. It's alarming. I've seen a lot of knee-jerk reactions from Trump supporters that say, oh my gosh, this is all Biden's fault. It's all the other side's fault. And then they're glorifying Trump to look more like Jesus. That's incorrect. Trump is a person. He's a person. And that's about it. I've also seen knee-jerk responses from spiritual people on the other side of the political spectrum. And one person said, it's too bad the shooter missed. I can't imagine a more unspiritual or just unhuman, unkind response than that. Because as anyone who follows the words, teachings of Jesus, plus like so many other spiritual paths, we actually value grace, we value thoughtfulness and reflection and life. And that's not the way. That is not the way. So what I want to give you here is maybe a few tips on collecting your personal energy, because when we can collect our personal energy, that is where it starts. And then we can spread out our energy to raise consciousness, to raise vibration of the whole planet, starting with ourselves and then outward. So knee-jerk responses, they're serving an emotional purpose for people. They probably process some anger, confusion, all the uncertainty that's going on right now. And no joke, the American political landscape is a freaking nightmare right now. It's really hard. I'm American, you can tell from my accent, and I actually live in Europe. I'm so grateful not to have the news just shouting at me all the time. And so if you happen to be in that, it's really hard to escape. So it's even more important to collect your personal energy, cultivate your personal energy, get your spirituality in alignment so that you can respond to yourself first when terrible things happen, when things that are outside of your control happen, when people get elected that you don't vote for. Right? That is going to happen over the course of our lifetimes. And it's up to us to collect our personal energy so that you can then decide what kind of difference you want to make in the world. What's your impact in the world? And so this is the process for doing that. So first, do collect your personal energy. One way I do that is through meditation, through exercise. There's nothing like getting out there, taking a nice walk, doing a little Taibo, whatever it is, to help collect your energy. Make no mistake about it. Your physical form is highly tied to your spirituality. So whatever you need to do to get the energy out, so that you can tune in to the highest vibration possible is absolutely critical. So make sure that you're doing that. If you don't have those personal practices in place, that's what I'm here for. So reach out to me. That's really essential. That's where we have to begin this. So we center in and collect our own personal energy. Then we connect to the spiritual energy, your allies, your guides, your angels. Angels are pretty non-political, actually. They're here to help us raise our vibration to the highest level possible. And sometimes it happens through contrast, and sometimes it happens through sympathetic relationships. And so collect information from your spiritual allies about what you need in that moment. And then I'm going to say something that maybe a lot of spiritual leaders won't say. Enter into your logical zone after that. So rather than giving knee-jerk responses, again, which I've identified have been fairly horrific from very spiritual people, it's kind of like evangelicals on stage, like trying to gather people's emotions. That's actually not helpful, and it's not the time. And then we're not actually looking at facts. Then go do your actual research. Right? Get actual facts, enter into your logic zone, not that emotional logic zone where you're looking to confirm your own biases. Get actual facts, then form your response. Right? So my little recommended 4-step process here, it's really simple, but I think it may be really helpful in time like this. Collect your personal energy. get in touch with your spiritual team, however it is that you define that, angels, guides, God, source, Jesus, whatever. Collect the spiritual energy that you need. Do your logic research, avoid confirmation bias, then formulate an actual response that may be in words. It may be on social media. It may not. It may be through your actions. What's your actual response that's going to help raise your vibration and raise the vibration of the entire planet? So it starts with you, then it spirals outward. Okay, everyone. Let's go. We're not, I don't know what normal life is right now. I know it's super crazy out there. So I'm hoping that I'll be giving some spiritual tips over the next few months so that you can kind of survive, not only survive, but thrive in this current political landscape. I think we're seeing so much just contrast right now, some of which horrifies me. I mean, it does, right? I have my own opinions. We're seeing so much of that, though, which gives us the opportunity to become more centered. And in becoming more centered, we become more clarified in what our values are and how to make the planet better. Right? So it starts with us and then spreads outward. Okay, everyone, leaders, we're consciously evolving together. I'm so grateful for all of you. Comment below. Let me know what your questions are. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know what you'd like more of, and then we'll make sure we're putting it out there. Okay, everyone, talk to you soon.